how could those fashion models be so skinny? Let's take a supermodel Liuwen as an example.
然后其实很多人会对模特这个职业每天的吃很感兴趣，那其实模特真的是一个吃很多的人。其实我们会吃很多，也会吃碳水化合物，大家还是要享受美食的过程。
Can you believe it? Liuwen said that she eats everything. However, do you think that you can eat whatever you want while still fit into that size 2 dress?
Hey guys, it's Donnie. I'm the first non-skinny Asian runway model and a health researcher. We're leading a fashion revolution that redefines beauty based on health and empower people to achieve sustainable happiness and success starting from within.
Can we really achieve that simply by regulating our diet and exercise? That might be out of your control, because everyone has their own set point weight, which has been determined once you are born.
One of the most fundamental concepts in biology is that the body works tirelessly to maintain homeostasis. And this homeostasis applies to our weight. Actually, the healthy weight an individual's body aims for is called a set point weight. And if an individual is on a diet and break the set point weight balance, the system would work tirelessly to bring the body back to a comfortable point within the set point range. What factors determine the set point weight?
The mechanisms involved in body weight regulation include physiological, biological, and genetic factors. Among those 3 factors, the set point weight is largely determined by genetics, which means that the overall impact of dieting and exercising and losing weight are limited.
For example, researchers have investigated twins and found that at least 40% of the variability in BMI is related to genetic factors involved in the regulation of food intake or volitional activity.
Now you may wonder why would dieting and exercising cannot get you out of the set point weight range? Imagine that you're in a famine. Would you still rationally choose to eat healthy food and remind yourself of the portion control? Or would you eat whatever is accessible, regardless of its caloric content? Honestly, the more carbon-fat filled, the better. We can hardly imagine that our caveman ancestors are counting calories, watching their diet, and trying to lose weight. For them, the priorities are eat to survive and to prepare for next time when the food is inaccessible for a long period of time by eating as much as possible. Why is this relevant? Actually, dieting would promote the same physiological responses that would result during the famine.
To be more specific, diets interfere with thinking ability, lead to obsessive food thoughts, cause stress, and increase levels of the stress hormone cortisol. In high doses, cortisol can cause a multitude of problems, including suppressing the immune system, slowing the healing process, speeding up the aging of our cells, elevating blood sugar levels, prompting the body to store fat in the abdomen, as well as weight regain.
And Liuwen also said that she's skinny because she did a lot of exercise.
最重要的时候，你吃完要坚持去运动。其实我们每天的工作量都很大。
Well, although exercise can help us to get fit and healthy, it cannot help us to achieve a weight beyond our set point weight range. Apart from these health conditions triggered by dieting, similar responses also explain why exercise would have limited efficacy on weight loss.
We have this idea that if we want to lose weight, we join a gym on January 1st, we start working out regularly, and eventually we slim down. Well, here's some bad news.
I read more than 60 studies on this, and it turns out exercise is actually pretty useless when it comes to weight loss.
Dr. Kevin Hall at the National Institutes of Health has done some of the most important studies on exercise and weight loss.
We need to rebrand exercise. Exercise isn't a weight loss tool per se. It's excellent for health. It's probably the best single thing that you can do other than stopping smoking to improve your health. But don't look at it as a weight loss tool.
It's just not the best way to lose weight. And the reason has to do with how our bodies use energy.
You may not realize it, but physical activity is actually a tiny component of your daily energy burn.
There are three main ways our bodies burn calories.
These include your resting metabolism, so that's how much energy your body burns just for its basic functioning, just to keep you alive, basically. The other part of energy expenditure is the thermic effect of food, and that's just how much energy is required to break food down in your body. The third part of energy expenditure is physical activity.
For most people, physical activity, that's any movement you do, only accounts for about 10 to 30% of energy use.
So the vast majority of energy or calories you burn every day comes from your basal or resting metabolism, over which you have very little control. As people start to slim down, the resting metabolism can slow down, so the amount of energy you burn while at rest is lower. That means that this bar might shrink as you start to lose weight.
There's still a lot of research to be done, but one study from 2012 is particularly interesting.
They went out into the middle of the savannah in Tanzania to measure the energy burn among a group of hunter-gatherers called the Hadza.
These are super active, lean hunter-gatherers. They're not spending their days behind a computer at a desk.
And what they found was shocking.
What we found is there was no difference at all. So even though the Hadza have a much more physically active lifestyle, they weren't burning any more calories every day than adults in the US and Europe.
Somehow, the energy they used for physical activity was being offset or conserved elsewhere.
Another reason why diet and exercise cannot get you out of the set point weight range is related to your hormone level.
When we are on a diet, the hunger hormone ghrelin is released whenever the body is exerting more calories than is consumed. And this is responsible for slowing the metabolism to conserve energy. As for exercise, it increases adrenaline and cortisol levels, causing inflammation in our muscle fibers and activating our fight or flight mechanism. All these hormones work to slow the metabolism to conserve energy, meaning calories are used in the most efficient manner possible, allowing the body to run on fewer calories than it would need and preventing you from losing more weight.
Many people believe that weight loss is just a matter of willpower and hold the misconception that if you eat less and do more exercise, then you can stay in whatever shape you want. However, everyone has their own unique set point weight range. And if you want to break the homeostasis, your body will alert you with mental anxiety and various of health problems. And it will work relentlessly to bring it back to a comfortable level. 4 years ago, I was told by my agent, you will need to lose 40 pounds if you want to be on the runway. And since then, I have been pushing myself so hard trying to lose 40 pounds. I believe in my willpower, and I know that I could definitely control my diet, but I just feel like my weight just go back and forth, and my mental health is greatly impacted. And physically, I even have the menstrual disruption. My brain goes crazy, always thinking about food, trigger the same physiological response as I was in the famine. So it is really anti-nature, and it's not really about the willpower, it's more about a healthy body and healthy mind. And after years of research, I finally recognized that in the model industry, there are two groups of models. The first group are naturally skinny, like Liuwen, and they can eat whatever they want and still maintain that skinny figure. And another group of models are someone like me.
While many professional models have genes that make them naturally skinny, only 5% of women have the genetic makeup to achieve such a figure while still being healthy. It is an unspoken truth that many models who don't have the right genes resort to cocaine, cigarettes, and other means to achieve the desired look.
Yeah, you feel energy, and then you don't eat because you don't feel hungry.
And right now I find out that my set point weight is around 145 pounds. And I accept the fact that my weight would never be 40 kilograms like Liuwen and Mingxi. I accept that. So, just as those models are genetically encoded to be taller than the average people, their set point weight range is also genetically encoded to be lower than the average. And it's not practical for us to change our own genes. So I highly recommend adopt intuitive eating to discover your own set point weight range. which is the weight range that makes you feel most healthy, happy, carefree, and energetic. And after you know that, then you could set a realistic goal, like whether you want to lose weight or gaining weight. You know, do more exercise or diet, but the goal is to stay fit, happy, and healthy. Stay tuned and we'll see you next time. Welcome to subscribe to our channel and we will see you next time.